You were just watching an NBC News special report. We now turn to our local coverage this evening. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with a school district looking for more funding. The Indian River School District went to referendum back in 2017, and it was passed narrowly by just 30 votes. Now, 8 years later, they're going to referendum again. CoastTV reporter Zakiya Jennings shows us what the district says will happen if this fails.
The Indian River School District consists of 15 schools ranging from elementary to high school. Superintendent Dr. Jay Owens says they have done their part before asking people to increase their taxes.
So since within the last 2 years, we've looked at cost-saving measures across the board, top to bottom, through operating expenses, as well as attrition through our current staff base. So we would continue to look at positions and operating expenses, regardless of the referendum, just to ensure we're being fiscally responsible.
The school district made a post on Thursday stating that they are going to referendum, which reeled in different opinions in the comments. While some say they will always vote yes because they believe it benefits the children, others say flat out no to the referendum. Some even alleging the district is overcharging people. Owens says he understands how difficult it is to make the decision to increase taxes, but significant changes will be made if the referendum fails.
We will need to take a look at is staff that may not be able to be retained if we aren't able to get through that referendum.
The referendum is set for Thursday, March 20th. There are 8 voting locations for you to choose from, including Selbyville Middle School, so you can cast your vote on March 20th. In Selbyville, I'm Zakiya Jennings, Coast TV News.
This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, do you trust the Indian River School District to responsibly manage the additional funds if that referendum passes? Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour. This has flipped. It is now 68% saying no, they do not trust them, 32% saying yes. The numbers may change again. You could go vote right now. Be a part of the conversation at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. And we're going to show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11. A well-known fisherman on the Eastern Shore was on board that American Airlines flight that crashed in D.C. on Wednesday. Steve Johnson established himself as a successful and respected angler within the Ocean City fishing community. His crew even won some money at last year's White Marlin Open. Today, we spoke with some of the fishermen who developed close relationships with Johnson. They called him an avid outdoorsman, a wonderful family man, and a friend they will sorely miss. Chris Huck met Steve a few years ago down in Florida. Huck said Steve could pull people in, and that's what made him the life of the party.
He wasn't the crazy one in the room, but his friends were. He knew how to rile them together and keep them tame somehow. I can't say enough good things about him. He was just an amazing guy.
Steve's friends say he could close down a bar with the best of them and that they will always cherish the memories that they made together embedded in the hearts of Ocean City fishermen. We have a sad update to a story we covered last night. It is now confirmed by Delaware State Police that the woman who was hit by a car in the Weiss parking lot in Lewis has died. Coast TV News reporter and anchor Brandon Ferguson is in the newsroom. Brandon, you spoke with people today in that same parking lot where this tragic accident happened.
Charlie, Debbie Pretty is the name of the woman that was killed in this accident. And Delaware State Police say an 86-year-old man was driving a Jeep Cherokee when he then hit Pretty. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she died. On your screen now is a quote from Pretty's brother, Mike Simpler, saying in part, "Debbie was truly an exceptional individual inside and out. Please keep her 2 boys, grandchildren, and our family in your prayers." End quote. Coast TV spoke with people in the Weiss parking lot just one day after this sad accident.
It's a very unfortunate thing. I feel bad for the gentleman that hit him. I feel bad for the family of the woman that got run over. It's a terrible, terrible thing. But you'd have to self-awareness, just watch out where you're walking, watch out where you're backing up.
Delaware State Police will continue to investigate this accident. Charlie, back to you.
Heading to the coast today, the city of Rehoboth Beach conducted a training on the Freedom of Information Act. You might know it as FOIA. Notably, this comes months after the city was found in violation of that act. The hiring of city manager Taylor Tedder created problems when the city was engaging in discussions of his contract and compensation package that happened in executive session, which is held behind closed doors. Max Walton says the rules aren't as simple, though, as some people might think.
It is tricky. Look, the basics are that meetings should be open and public documents should be accessible to the public. But the public believes that they all should, and sometimes there are things that have different protections. The idea of doing this, and I've done this in many municipalities, so everybody's playing on the same basic rules, so everybody knows what the rules are when they request things.
The training was required of commissioners, but it was also open to the public. In immigration news, the Trump administration recently announced it has revoked the extension of the Temporary Protected Status Program, also known as TPS. That had covered 600,000 Venezuelans in the United States. The extension had been implemented by the Biden administration just 10 days before the end of its term. TPS allows people from certain countries to live and work in the U.S. when it's considered unsafe to return to their home country. Telemundo Del Marva and CoastTV News reporter Ana Sofia Roman spoke to local Venezuelans about the announcement and what it means for them.
Fear and uncertainty. That is what Ciolin Moreno feels right now. She is one of the 600,000 Venezuelans who could be affected by the end of the Temporary Protected Status extension.
Estoy sumamente preocupada.
I am extremely worried not only for myself but for my compatriots because TPS somehow gave us the security and peace of mind by being in this country to be able to work, study, and do everything we are doing.
Many Venezuelans say returning home is not an option.
The Venezuelans have their country kidnapped from the Nicolás Maduro regime. It's not easy to be a Venezuelan because we don't have a country to go back to. And that is the reason, the main reason why the temporary protection status was granted to Venezuelans.
For Moreno, Georgetown is a place she now calls home.
Yo me sentía muy cómoda, muy segura aquí.
I felt very comfortable, very safe here, and I said, well, this is a new home. I'm doing an activity, something that I love, something that fascinates me, but now I'm worried.
As the deadline approaches, many Venezuelans feel like a community in limbo.
Security Secretary Kristi Noem has until Saturday to decide what to do about Venezuelans whose protection expires in April and until July 12th to decide what to do with those whose protection expires in September. If no action is taken, TPS will be automatically extended for another 6 months. Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
A debate over speeding on Atlantic Street in Milton has transformed into controversy over parking on the roadway. Right now, parking is allowed on both sides of the road. However, that would change on Monday when the town council looks at making it a no parking zone. They say it's unsafe when cars park on the road.
Nobody wants anything that feels unsafe, especially at an intersection that's new with the four-way stops, and that's a busy intersection coming off the highway. So if it's safer for everybody to just not have parking on that road, then it's safer for everybody.
DelDOT has already given approval for there to be no parking signs on the road, and now it is up to the town. Back in October, two parking fee ideas started picking up speed, one suggesting $1 be taken from tickets to events sold in Milton, and one taking a percentage of gross sales from businesses. But neither got the green light from the town's finance committee, who say that they would need more sales data from businesses in town and worried the ticket fees would disproportionately impact the Milton Theater. Having said that, the theater's director of development says she hopes they can find a compromise.
I think something has to be done. The town just keeps expanding. I don't see why we can't put in meters such as Lewis has, Rehoboth has. It seems to work for them.
JC says the theater relies on these spots outside due to limited parking in town. Due to the prolonged frigid cold temperatures, Delaware's propane and home heating oil suppliers, they were struggling to keep up with all of their deliveries following the federal regulations. The FMCSA issued regional waiver declarations for drivers delivering heating fuels, gasoline, and diesel from January 13th through February 15th. And let's take a live look outside right now into Ocean City. Always a great shot down there in Ocean City. And we need to talk to our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams. Take it away, Paul.
Well, in light of what was happening with those heating costs, I mean, we take a look at our thermostat, so to speak, and what's happening here, we're looking for, now, normal high is about 46. We're going to be at 47 Saturday, 46 on Sunday, but then Monday we can turn it down to blue. In other words, we might want to use some air conditioning. Not quite that cool, but we won't have to worry about the heat. Irish Eyes camera right now, we're at 58 degrees, dew point 55. Lots of moisture in the atmosphere. We still have some leftover lingering scattered showers, and we're expecting for the rain to continue as temperatures will stay in the upper 50s. Charlie, we'll have more on a warming trend after the weekend coming up.
Thank you, Paul. Be sure to join us tomorrow for the Delmarva Job Fair. If you're looking for a job, there's going to be dozens of employers on site in the gym at Delaware Technical Community College. That's in Georgetown. Bring your resume, dress sharp. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we're just getting started. The Rehoboth Beach Fire Department and the city threw a retirement luncheon to celebrate Marion Jones. We have details from that.
And rain will be heavy at times through the evening, but it will be out in time for the weekend. We'll have the answer coming up in my full 7-day forecast.
First, Bethany Beach keeping us busy this winter. The town hosting a special event throughout the weekend. We're going to be back in just 60 seconds.
Looking to get stronger? Join Planet Fitness today.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
We're gonna feel this tomorrow.
You coming?
Save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
And
go.
they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Looking to get stronger? Join Planet Fitness today.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
We're gonna feel this tomorrow.
You coming?
Save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends January 31st.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Bethany Beach is getting ready for their popular Fire and Ice Festival that's going to kick off tomorrow morning. The event will feature ice displays, ice shows, and, of course, fire. Now, today is for preparation. That's why you aren't seeing any of the ice sculptures on your screen right now. But as you can see, tents are set up and ready for the big weekend. The festival will begin at 11 a.m. and be right in downtown Bethany. We spoke with Jim McGeehan, who lives in Bethany. He brought his cousin, also named Jim, from across the country.
My cousin came all the way from South Dakota, and we're just looking forward to exciting things to do in January and February, and here it is. So we've been before, and this will be his first time. They get out there with the chainsaws, and they're block ice, and next thing you know, it's a whole bunch of different things. So you'll love it.
As we mentioned before, the event kicks off at 11 a.m. both tomorrow and Sunday, with festivities ending Saturday at 9 p.m. and Sunday at 6 p.m. We're going to bring you updates and even more people who are going to the festival. That comes tonight on Coast TV News at 11.
Well, we take a look at what's happening. Hey, we have a small craft advisory in effect, and we have widespread rain. We'll catch you up with your full forecast coming up.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
Upgrade your windows and doors with West Shore Homes' 3 for Free sales event. With a free project upgrade, free installation, and interest-free financing until 2026, you won't have a single payment for 12 months. Lock in your savings today at westshorewindow.com.
Secondhand smoke lingers for hours. And it's killed almost 3 million people since 1964. When you smoke in the house, everyone in the house smokes. So, take it outside. Visit takeitoutside.de.org.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland.
New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Jessica moved into a new apartment. The apartment felt safe, but the parking lots were not well lit, exterior doors didn't lock, there were no security cameras and no security officers on patrol. Jessica was assaulted and robbed outside her own apartment. If not for the lax security, this never would have happened. Luckily, Jess knew who to call for an inadequate security case, and now you do too. If you've been injured as a result of a property owner's inadequate security, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
If you know a high school student on Delmarva with a passion for agriculture or the culinary arts,
nominate them to become a WBOC Mount Air Farm to Table Scholarship winner.
The people who grow and prepare our food are more important than ever.
We are looking for 10 graduating seniors with a passion for feeding the world like we do at Mount Air Farms.
Nominees must have a 3.5 GPA or better, be an active participant in farming or culinary programs, and spend time giving back to the community.
Go to WBOC.com to nominate today.
Upgrade your windows and doors with West Shore Homes' 3 for Free sales event. With a free project upgrade, free installation, and interest-free financing until 2026, you won't have a single payment for 12 months. Lock in your savings today at westshorewindow.com.
Hey fellas, when your lady says she wants a big rock for Christmas, she may not mean this kind. She may want this kind.
At That Granite Place, we like to say our reputation is carved in stone. And it is. Now we're changing our name to Coastal Countertops. Same local ownership, keeping the same level of quality and service everyone has grown to love. We've also upgraded our machinery to help you with turnaround times. At Coastal Countertops, our reputation will continue to be carved in stone.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
We're dealing with the rain right now. We will deal with the rain later by midnight and going into early Saturday morning. But when the sun comes back up, it should come to an end, but it's going to be a little bit cooler by then. Here's what to expect. Rain through the evening, heavy at times, areas picking up as much as an inch of rain in some cases. But not only that, we're going to be drying out into the weekend. Seasonable temperatures in the 40s, a mix of clouds and sunshine for the weekend. Then it gets interesting because we'll have a spring-like start to the work week next week. Temperatures will climb into the 60s, on Monday. Not just one day, a couple of days. You're going to love what I show you on the long-range forecast. Just stick around. All right. 58 degrees right now in Rehoboth Beach as well as Bethany Beach. We're at 55 and in Redden, 57 right now. Georgetown. Keep in mind that we have the winds pushing out of the south, so that helps it feel that much warmer, even though it's a bit on the wet side. We have the surge of warm air coming out of the southwest for right now, and that keeps it that way. We do have a small craft advisory that's going to stay in effect until Saturday, 6 o'clock in the evening. We're talking about 25-mile-per-hour winds, not only for the Sussex County coast, but this reaches from Fenwick Island all the way down to Chincoteague, with 25-mile-per-hour winds a concern until Saturday at about 10 o'clock in the evening. And that's also on the other side of the peninsula, where our folks that view us in Cambridge and Nanticoke and Winona, watching out for breezy conditions there as well. Everybody's bracing for the next wave of rain. Now, there's a brief break for right now, but don't get happy. The rain is not over. We have that second surge already gaining momentum, getting ready to cross the Chesapeake Bay and pay us a visit. So this weekend, after the rain tonight, will be breezy, seasonable temps. Monday, very mild, surging into the 60s, absolutely beautiful weather. So by 9:30, we're looking for a line of heavier showers across Lewis, Millsboro, and Delmar right around the 9:30 hour. Then that pulls through, subsiding until, let's say, 1 o'clock Saturday morning. So this goes beyond midnight, and it sticks around till about 3:30. Then it clears out. Now, we will start off cloudy in Georgetown, Millsboro, Delmar, and Dewey Beach. But in Fenwick Island, Ocean City, we'll start off actually clear. Then we'll see the cloud cover roll through. Now, as far as the amount of rain we're expecting, another ½ inch to about 3/4 of an inch of rain, additional to what we have already. The winds are coming out of the northwest for Saturday morning, hence the cold feel to Saturday morning. And by Saturday afternoon, it's pouring directly out of the north at about 25 miles per hour. Very uncomfortable breeze if you don't have your long sleeves on. Then, as you take a look, by the way, our Lewis Polar Plunge, it's going to be 44 degrees and breezy for Special Olympics. It's going to be cold there as well. Breezy for Chincoteague and Assateague on Saturday. Sunday and Monday, not so breezy. Same holds true for us for Fenwick Island and Ocean City, and the same holds true for us for Lewis as well as Rehoboth Beach. So as you round out, one quick note. It's going to be really, really warm thanks to the high pressure system and above normal temperatures. 43 for tonight and rainy, 47 and breezy for tomorrow, 46 on Sunday. Here's a look at your extended forecast.
Thank you, Paul. In sports, Stephen Decatur lacrosse star Kennedy Kirby gearing up to hopefully help the Seahawks make another state playoff run this spring. The Delmarva Sports Network's Michelle Roberts has the story from Berlin.
The lacrosse season is less than 2 months away, but for Stephen Decatur's Kennedy Kirby, the work for the ultimate prize started years ago.
And I'm excited to get, hopefully, a state championship this year.
In addition to year-round competition on the field, Kirby focuses on her fitness 2 or 3 times a week at the Athlete Academy.
When we do conditioning, it's all just explosiveness based. And it's really helped me, especially during season I play club lacrosse, and it really helped me push through that and for injury prevention too.
The Seahawks says the coaches at Athlete Academy motivate her to improve every session.
They're great with us. It's very close here, and they just make sure to pay attention to everything that we do to make sure they can help us in any way possible.
As Kirby and Decatur hopes to earn a Bayside title this season after falling to Queen Anne's in the conference finals and state tournament last year.
We made it to the semifinals. We had a really close game against Queen Anne's, and we had a great team, and I'm excited for all the returners and newcomers that are going to be here with us this year.
Kennedy says the bond between Decatur lacrosse will help them reach the next level.
We're all sisters there, and it's great. Stephen Decatur is probably the closest that you can get to family for lacrosse.
The attacker is also relentlessly pursuing her collegiate goals.
Yeah, I'm hoping to play Division I at the collegiate level, and I'm just really pushing myself to get there. It's been my dream ever since I was little.
Reporting from Berlin, Maryland for the Delmarva Sports Network, I'm Michelle Roberts.
Have you bought a house in the last decade, but it's just not quite big enough? At Paul Davis, we can design and build you a brand new addition or remodel your whole home from start to finish. With over 50 years experience of building and restoring homes, we've made the process quick and easy while making it affordable. Call Paul Davis today, and one of our design consultants can be at your home as soon as tomorrow to give you a free estimate for your new addition or whole home remodel. Or visit our new showroom in Salisbury, Maryland, 100 Marble Road.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
For family trips, adventures with friends, or just getting your first car, the Car Store is ready to help you upgrade your relationship with the open road. A great selection to choose from, price to move, and backed by the Car Store Certified Advantage. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
So I work in the hospitality business, or even being a neonatal nurse. It's very important for me to have a great smile.
Business, it's all about connections and talking to people.
It just means so much to have a smile and being able to lift those sick people or people that aren't in the best situation.
When I'm receiving my customers, I can receive them with a beautiful smile.
Let's get started.
Your first consult is free. You know, a smile goes so far.
Call Tillman Orthodontics for your free consult. Fresh, new home furnishings that move to the beat of your style. At Alton Brothers, furnishing Delmarva for over 75 years. Have you been to Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury lately?
When it comes to trucks, the Truck Store has just about everything. Work vans, SUVs, and trucks. Lots of trucks. So get to the Truck Store now in Delmar and Dover. Do more, play more, get more. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
For 150 years, Ocean City, Maryland has been somewhere to smile about. From our beautiful beaches to our iconic boardwalk, we've been creating memories that last a lifetime, whether you're chasing the perfect wave, a hole-in-one, or a sunset stroll. Celebrate our 150th anniversary with 150 days of celebrations, special events, and deals all year long. Book now and save in 2025 at ococean.com/150. Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Get ready to time travel and take a walk down memory lane at the Rising Tides Festival in November 22nd in Ocean City. Vanilla Ice is going to be there, Rob Bass, O-Town, The Spinners, and so many more. We have a full article on this. You can check it out on CoastTV.com. The Rehoboth Beach Fire Department and the city threw a retirement luncheon January 29th and said goodbye to Miss Marion Jones after 32 years of service. Jones was the administrative assistant to the chief of police. She was a two-time recipient of the Civilian of the Year award.
Congratulations to her. We see a lull in the rain for right now, but we have some scattered showers that's actually on the way. We have our winner, George Gatcha of Lewis, and here's a look at your 10-day forecast.
Thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app. The NBC News is next, and we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.